Hello, I'm Chelsea Brandrick and this is my presentation for Unit 2. I've been approached by Cineworld Cinemas to review their company in the hope to increase revenue in order to give an advantage against their competitors. I have established that Cineworld could do this by having an online option, and I have outlined it in my presentation below. Before I talk you through my pitch to them, I wanted to give you an overview of who they are and what they do and why I chose them to do this. So why did I choose this idea? I wanted to choose a media product that I would use as part of my daily life. Therefore, if I wanted to use it, I naturally assumed that other people would want to use it too. I also wanted an idea that we had not previously covered in any other unit, to try and broaden my knowledge in an unknown subject, gain valuable experience in a different area of media, and to test my own ability to think of diverse and innovative ideas. I have a passion for films, so a media product that incorporated a different side to film, other than from the filming perspective, looked appealing. My client is Cineworld Cinemas. They were founded in 1995 as Cine UK, trading as Cineworld, and they are the second largest cinema operator in Europe, with 218 cinemas covering 2,011 screens. 968 of those on 112 sites are in the UK. The Glasgow IMAX, the GSC, has one screen, which is the least amount of screens they have at any cinema, and a Sheffield cinema has over 20 screens, which is the largest that they have at any cinema. Each cinema shows mainstream general release films, and some cinemas show broadcasts of opera, theatre, live music and sports. Renfrew Street in Glasgow is the home to the tallest Cineworld cinema in the world and the busiest in the UK. It is 203 feet tall, it has 4,300 seats and attracts over 1.8 million visitors a year. All Cineworlds sell food and drinks such as popcorn, hot dogs, nachos. They sell pick and mix sweets, and most sell Baskin-Robbins ice cream. Some cinemas also have coffee outlets inside, such as Costa or Starbucks. In 2014, Cineworld introduced an allocated seating system, starting as a trial in selected sites, including Wembley, which is now rolled out to all of their cinemas. Now for my pitch to Cineworld. You have a very successful brand that gives customers the option to watch up-to-date films on your premises. On your main Cineworld website, under strategy, it states that you aim to continue to expand your estate and look for profitable new opportunities to grow. One way of doing this would be to watch films online. It is a fast-growing industry that is worth £317 million a year in the UK alone. Your films could be watched by these customers, and it would not only highlight and promote your brand to the UK, but even worldwide. Also, it would be increasing revenue for very little costs. As you can see from the Ofcom report, over the last 10 years, people accessing the internet has grown dramatically, from 59% in 2005 to 86% in 2014. The amount of hours spent in the UK on the internet has also increased from 10 hours in 2005 to 20.5 hours in 2014. This shows a healthy increase of people having access to the internet, and if they have an access to the internet, they can watch your films online. So why online? It will promote your brand, increase revenue, you can still have advertisement revenue prior to commencement of film, it will give you an advantage against your competitors, and it is minimal costs. So why choose my idea? Well, not being able to watch films online, in my opinion, is a missed opportunity, but one that I can help with. Films online would not only give you a distinct advantage against all of your competitors, but it would give you a strong technology platform within the movie world that would secure Cineworld for future generations. My concept is like Netflix meets a modern day cinema. Customers can watch up-to-date films in the comfort of their own home. They can pay for a membership, pay per film like they would if they were going to go to the cinema, or download it to keep. So you can also combine 2 monthly memberships together, one of online and one of actually going to the cinema. So if people want to go to the cinema or just sit and watch things at home, then they can just pay one set rate and it covers it all. Minimal costs. I used your website to establish how I would incorporate my idea to enhance your brand. Because your website has drop-down menus, I could easily incorporate another drop-down menu that would say, watch online after book with Daily Planner. This is possibly how it would look. Variations in price. So the monthly membership for unlimited films would be the same for an unlimited card if you were to go in store, which is £16.90. Pay per film and films to keep would be variable on when the film came out, and the combination of unlimited in-store and online membership would be £25 a month. Target audience. How many people actually go to the cinema? In 2014, you had 82.9 admissions, and in 2015, this rose to 93 million. How many people watch films and programmes on sites like Netflix, Amazon, and Sky's Now TV? Approximately 6 million did so in March 2015, and by the end of 2015, it rose to 8 million. This information was taken from the Ofcom website to show how many people watch TV programmes or films online in a week. And there were 16,009 people surveyed in 2007 and 2014. Overall, 27% of people surveyed watch films or TV online at least once a week, with the highest figure being 39% for 16 to 24-year-olds. And surprisingly, 12% of 65-year-olds use the internet for this activity, and all age groups have shown an increase since 2007 of 11 to 25%. By socio-economic group, Group AB has the highest figure at 30% to watch films or television online at least once a week, and Group DE has the lowest figure at 22%. Overall, 27% of people watch TV or films online at least once a week, and 33% watch less than once a week. So 60% of the UK is watching films or television online. So strengths. You're more comfortable at home, it's more affordable to have a group of friends round rather than you all to pay an individual price going to the cinema. It has a large target audience, an easy online system to use, a good selection of recent films. If you have a certain health or personal problem, so you might not have any friends that like to go to the cinema, or you might be suffering from an injury or an illness that restrict you from going out of your home, like say agoraphobia. Also help for the over 65s to encourage them to watch films by maybe a reduced rate with proof of age and address at the sign up. Weaknesses. Less people might attend the cinema if they're watching films online, and as a result food and drink revenue might decrease. And also some people may not have internet, but that could be easily solved by appropriate marketing. Overall, it will increase your revenue through membership fees, film hire and purchases. Gift cards for food, drink and online memberships could be offered in store. Your target audience will broaden through advertising films for all age groups, and it could expand through the UK and even the world with online use. Threats and competitors. The first one would be Netflix. Over 5 million households watched Netflix by the end of 2015. However, the most recent films they offer are 2013, so they are a few years out of date, so you could have an advantage over them with offering up-to-date films. Netflix is the world's leading internet television network with over 81 million members in over 190 countries, watching 125 million hours per day. Members can watch as much as they want, anytime, anywhere, on nearly any device that will connect to the internet. The next competitor would be Amazon. Amazon Video allow you to buy or rent a copy of a digital movie or TV show to watch instantly online. The latest films are from 2015 and cost £4.45 to rent. You can only watch them once and last for 48 hours. They also have a yearly subscription for £79. Now TV has over 1,000 films from 2015 or older for £9.99 a month, but again this does not offer any recent or up-to-date films. The last competitor is Sky. Customers are paying from £37 to £53 a month to watch films on Sky. But as you can see from this table, that the highest ratings for the top 10 featured films on Sky in 2014 are much older than ones that would be shown at the cinema. Although Sky typically show films that are less than a year old, your advantage would be that all your films are relevant and what people want to see. The skills needed to produce would be to design the web page. Equipment and technology to produce would be camera, sound and lighting equipment, as well as a crew to produce pictures for the new films and food and drink for the website. I'd need access to a computer and access to the internet. Marketing strategies to promote would be advertisements on social medias and online. Future requirements would be assistant support either by on the phone or online, and financials that would monitor the food and drink, how many people go to the cinema and how many people use the online subscriptions. Cost to produce versus potential income. It will be minimal as you already have a website, films and licensing in place. However, there will be a small expenditure for the website design and upkeep of it, but the upkeep could be incorporated with the upkeep of the main website, so there is no need for additional staff. Cinema revenue in 2014 was £619 million and £705 million in 2015. This shows a healthy upturn of £86 million or 13.9% from 2014 to 2015. Potential income is a market share in the £317 million industry in the UK alone. Unique selling point. Increased revenue from online, increased revenue from advertisements in the cinema and online. You have the films anyway, so there's no extra cost to show them online. No other competitor has recent films, there is a large target audience and your brand is marketed globally. Future projections. In 2015, customers spent £162 million on food and drink and £451 million on attending the cinema. In the UK, customers spent £107 million on food and drink and £311 million on attending the cinema. Worldwide and UK figures show that food and drink equates to 23% of your revenue. This would need to be monitored to see if food and drink sales decrease after the online webpage is live. If this is the case and less people are spending on food and drink as they are watching films online, then it is still possible to make additional revenue through the next two options. Move to a smaller venue with less staff to save on overheads and show one film per one screen rather than multiple screens showing one film. Or you can keep the same venues but remove one or two of the screens to create additional food and drink facilities to keep people on the premises longer, thus earning you more revenue. In conclusion, modernising Cineworld in today's market to give it a competitive edge by showing films online will cost very little. The result will be increased revenue, targeting a wider audience and enhancing your brand. Any questions? If you require any further information, you can visit my blog at cbrandmedia.blogspot.com, and this is my bibliography. Thanks for listening.